This playthrough is rated T for teen.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic 2: The Sith Lords. In the last episode, the Jedi Exile went to save Mira, well, I guess she had somehow escaped on her own. We thought we were going to be saving the bounty hunter because she was all egotistical and saying they're the best, and we're like, oh, we got to save her because we're the protagonist, and then she escapes. Well, we got there, found Viscus or whatever, and found out that GOTO knew that he was going to betray him, and so he got killed by GOTO, and we were captured. So now we need the companions to save us. So right now we're as T3, M4, and we're seeing if we can get inside the exchange and to GOTO's, or at least try to find a way to get to GOTO by finding out our location. So let's see if the good old little droid can, do what he needs to do. So let's see if we can figure out this door. Oh, right. I almost forgot that there was a code for it. So I think it said you had to basically rotate the top one and make it down the bottom one. So I think what it does is it just... Let's see. So I think the way it's supposed to go is that there's it moves the four numbers. It moves the four sections on this little diagram. So if you choose the left one here, then 3E and L and 7 would move one step left. If you do counterclockwise, obviously the other way around. Center block is going to be E1 and 7T, and then the rightmost block is going to be 1D T3. So we need to figure out how, like, moving around. Let's see, to get D and T down there, I'd have to at least move it clockwise once, but that would move the T in a weird position. I know usually these riddles have a, because basically I want to sorry, let me think. It says to do it in 3. So obviously it can be done in 3. I just have to think for a second. I forgot I was going to recheck this off screen so I could just instantly solve it. But when I started recording, I was like, oh, right, I forgot to check that part. Oh, well, that's fine. We can we can figure out what we need to do to solve that. So let's see. Sounds like... Maybe, let's see. Sounds like... I don't want to sit here like for minutes just having me think on this, but I also don't want to take forever on it as well. So we need to get... It feels like maybe moving the left one counterclockwise first might be... That would get 7, and then that one, and then maybe move this. No, I think maybe I need to move this. I need to move the center one first. Let's see. That would move the 7. No. See, it sounds like maybe centermost block counterclockwise because that would move the 1 in the T to the top. Does it actually show it? Okay, so it does show it. And then... Oh, but that means the D's still... Oh, no, well... No, that would... Okay. And then I... clockwise the right one, I think. And then... counterclockwise the top one. Or left one. Oh, yeah, I did. Hooray! We are so smart. I am so smart. S-M-R-T. I mean, S-M-A-R-T. I mean, I went to college.
Oh my, you startled me. What are you doing here?
Nice voice acting chops there, dude. Oh, wait, you're a droid. Never mind. Man, I'm just in here and just checking around, doing droid things, you know, Article 34B7, you know, Brazil, classic.
I monitor the transponder codes of all ships leaving the docks, then transmit departure information for any of Vaga the Hutt's freighters.
Oh, that's cool. So, could you give them to me?
The information is sent to a remote computer system.
Oh, sir? Oh, yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, it's obvious, though. So where's that?
Oh, I see. In that case, I will upload the transponder codes to you. And here's the blank transponder card you need.
Oh, that's not what I said, but thanks for giving me anyway. I guess the game just wants me to get on with it.
You're welcome. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must go back to monitoring the traffic. It is important that relevant departure information is relayed as quickly as possible.
Oh, yeah, being a cop put on traffic duty, best thing ever. Alright, let's see what's in this box. Hello, box. Alright, good. Neuroscrambler for humanoid units, carbonite projector, which has a chance to freeze them in combat, and duraplating. I think it's the next step in droid armor, I think. I'll have to check. Did you say anything else before we go? Okay. Well, it sounds like we've got the code. He said he gave it to me already. Is there anything else I need to do other than leave? I don't think so. Alright, no, he doesn't say anything new. I was making sure I didn't miss a conversation beat somewhere. Uh-oh.
Who are you? You're not supposed to be here.
Oh. Dang, dude. Oh, gods! I'm in trouble.
Confident statement. You have the list of Voga's launch codes. You will give these to us now, or else we will be forced to take drastic action.
Nuts. It's HK50s. Right, they were HK50s, right. Oh, HK47. It's great to... Oh, wait, no, you're just the clone knockoffs of them. I'm not going to give you them. My master needs them, so buzz off.
Surprised statement. You are foolish to think we will allow you to take that information back to your master.
Well, it was worth a shot. I mean, sometimes the villains see reason, you know, because I'm a droid, and a small one. I can beat you all with my hands tied on my back.
I think you will find the odds are somewhat in our favor. Now, will you be giving us the codes, or not?
Will you accept, go stick your finger in a light socket?
Incredulous statement. Then we will have to take them from you, which I assure you was our preference to begin with.
Alright, we are in combat with the HK50s. As far as I know, I think they're the same stats as in the previous fight with them back on... what planet was that again? It's when we ran into Atris or whatever, but we're higher level by this point, and I think I leveled up T3 to its max level, so yeah, I'm not combat efficient, but I should have just enough. Oh man, do I not have any iron grenades? We'll just throw a sonic one at him and start shock arming the crap out of him. Yeah, see, luckily they aren't super strong against a T3, otherwise we would get wrecked. I guess I could use activate my shield, or shoot them, but I like just using the shock arm, because it's more effective against droids anyway, so. Yeah, you guys are clearly a cheap knockoff of the original HK. Not even worth my effort. Although the fact the game probably didn't expect me to be level 15 here, I don't know. Even though you can go to any planet on any level, but anyway. Well, there goes the great HK50s, huh? I think you need a... Ooh, we get a chassis for it. I don't think we had that yet. I'll have to double check and see what we're missing. I think we're still missing like one more part. I think one or two. Yeah, the only bad thing about putting HK together is depending on how you do it or how long you go through a planet, it almost takes to, well, I wouldn't say the end of the game, but pretty close by that point. You're like, man, at least in the previous game, as soon as you were able to jump planets, you could just go to Tatooine, have the money, and then get HK on your team. But this you have to like put them together, which I guess is supposed to be a reward for trying to find him. But like in the previous game, he's probably not the best character to use from a purely, you know, yeah, we already did that. From a purely like min-maxing type of gameplay.
Where are you going? You are not authorized to leave the warehouse.
Haha, bye! And he just flips him the mechanical bird, whatever that is. in this world. It's an actual bird. Or it's probably some, like, you know, 00111 thing or
it's our
something.
astromech droid. I thought you got sold.
No luck, human. I wish you got sold to slavery and see how you deal with it.
I don't believe this. He says he's got the transponder codes that GOTO's using to hijack Voga's freighters. We can change the ID signature of the Ebon Hawk and get to GOTO's yacht that way. We could go to the repair shop by the landing pad to overhaul the Ebon Hawk's codes. From there, we should make a nice target for GOTO.
Count me in.
Yeah, right. You're the one who wanted to sell her to GOTO in the first place.
Yeah, and I don't like being cheated. Trust me, GOTO's yacht is going to have some pretty heavy defenses. You're gonna need all the help you can get.
I kind of wish more of the characters were here with interaction with Mira, at least at this part, because it's the whole we're trying to save the exile, you know. Yeah, whatever. It's not that big of a deal. Mira's joined the party. She equipped with... Wait, we already know this. Oh, well, technically it said she temporarily... you have control of her, but still the same thing. She's now a party member. More party members! Officially, Mira joins the team. Yay! I forgot how it goes if you get a... Zalbar. At least if I'm remembering the exchange on GOTO's yacht the same. I could be wrong. Like I said, this is the problem with recording a game and trying to play from memory. Happened in Old Republic 1 as well. I would forget like minor details. Although I'm surprised I remember as much as I do from the original KOTOR as I do. KOTOR 2 is still a bit more fuzzy for me. Despite me, I don't know, I'd say almost liking the story slightly better in this one. It's weird to... Well, I don't know. It's hard to say. Like, I do like what they did with this game in terms of... Maybe not the story, but... I see a shape. Is there someone there again? Welcome to the shop. My eyes are old, but I can see you want something to me. Hey, can you change our ship's ID signature? Yeah, because we talked to him a while back, so of course you can. Yeah, the blank transpire card, yes. What ID signature do I use? One of the ID signatures received from B5D8. As you say, just one moment. I look creepy with my fish eyes. It's done. Much luck to you, visitor. Ebon Hawk will be intercepted by GOTO's yacht. 2 party members will be able to board in to save Valeria, who is the first person you want to send. So we can send... Story-wise, I should send probably Atten just because he's the one... I think you have to have Mir... Well, actually... Well, no. I think... Let's see if it... Okay, so I don't have to do it with Mir. It's because I think as soon as you join and run up with the Exile, then the other 2 join the team, so you can only have a 3-person party. But I like the fact that despite Atten being in the lead, it still lets you not choose him if you don't want to choose him for this one. I almost want to choose him just like I said for story purposes, but he's still not built for it. Like I still didn't max out his level. I was able to actually beat those Sith assassin ladies with only leveling up like a couple of times. Actually, Mira, because of how I built her, she wouldn't be bad for range. Because a lot of the group I had was like Kreia is like ranged until she runs out of force points and then goes to melee. BioWare is now melee. Atten is ranged for now. Mira's ranged. T3 is ranged, but he's just a skill monkey. Visa Smart would also be good, and Disciple would be good. Although too bad is the only problem with Disciple is he goes from soldier to becoming a skill / wizard class. All of a sudden you're like, dude, he was a soldier. He gets all the feats and everything. I always want to have Kreia for sure. Could use Disciple. Like I said, I kind of want to just do Atten just for the plot. I might just level him up just a little bit just to kind of even him out so at least he's useful. Yeah, we'll choose Atten and Kreia. Yeah, it's kind of weird how with KOTOR 1, I basically played the game to well, okay, I didn't super min-max it. I min-maxed it to a point, but I still would use HK-47 even though he wasn't the most effective companion to actually use in the game. This one I tend to I'm weirdly enough being a bit more was it like more RP-ish in terms of certain ways, but I'm also like not being effective in my levels and everything like that. I don't know why. I think it's because I was misremembering certain like certain like story beats and functions, like getting the advanced class. I could have swore you could get that earlier, but I guess you had to hit level 15 to unlock that class in the first place. So, oh well. Yeah, who's this creepy old man?
I was expecting someone taller.
Oh, that's good.
I hope you are not in too much pain to hear my words and understand them. I am GOTO, one of the officials representing a percentage of non-sanctioned trading here in both the YouTube system and Republic space. And I had a question for you. Are you a Jedi?
Well, you strongly assume I'm a Jedi with all the bounty hunters and all that other stuff. And the way the guy talks almost makes me think he's going to talk about politics and trade federations. Like, no, it's not. It's Phantom Menace all over again. Although the pod race was pretty cool. I am a Jedi. I have no ties to the Jedi Order. No, I turned from the Jedi long ago. Well, we're kind of being this one where I think we still believe we are Jedi. So, sure, we're powerful enough to fight anything that says otherwise. I am a Jedi.
Good. I am already wasting precious minutes in granting you this audience, and I do not wish to waste any more. I have gone to considerable expense and effort to bring you here. It is because I have a job for you.
God, GOTO just sounds like an arrogant SOB to me. Which he's probably used to because of where he is, his station. Probably he's like super rich. He's probably like one of the super intellectual types who just think he's the bee's knees and all that. But we're a Jedi. We'll beat him somehow. Let's see. He's asking me for a job, huh? You have a strange way of asking for help. Go ahead, I'm listening. There are easier ways to get my attention. Is that why I hired every bounty hunter and assassin in the galaxy? Too afraid to show yourself except by hologram? Is that why you hired every bounty hunter and assassin in the galaxy?
Assassins? No. Some of the bounty hunters on Nar Shaddaa, however, have chosen to interpret my commands in a manner not of my choosing. You are no value to me, dead. If you were a Jedi, they could not kill you anyway. If they could, then you are useless to me. There is something important to me I need protected. The Republic. It is broken. What happened on Paragus has set in motion events that I can no longer control. Not to be melodramatic, but I fear it has broken the galaxy irrevocably. This has occupied much of my attention, and there seems to be no predictable way to resolve the situation.
Wait, this guy who like runs like a section of the exchange, who probably sounds, well, not like a mafia boss, but like some, I don't know, I'd almost call him like a corporate, not corporate espionage, but like one of those corporate people who do, that follows the laws, but still does like a lot of shady crap behind the scenes. Apparently he wants, actually, maybe it makes sense that a corporate thief would want to, I don't know if that thief is the right word, a corporate guy would want a governing body to still be functional, because that's the most effective way for them to work, is working with that and around it through their rules. So I guess it's not too crazy to have that be it, but I guess he wants us to bring the Republic back to normal. How do we do that? We're like one person. It doesn't take like a ton of people, different like bot leaders of government and all this other stuff, but oh well. I guess it's because the Paragus mine thing getting destroyed kind of just messed him up pretty badly, but chased me all over the galaxy, asked me to save it. Let me get this straight. You want me to help the Republic? You've got to be joking. You chased me all over the galaxy, asked me to save it?
In one standard month, the Republic will collapse. Not due to war or secession, but because it lacks the infrastructure to support itself. It is unknown to all but a few, but the Sith won the Jedi Civil War. Even with their supposed victory, the war left the Republic on the brink of collapse. Rather than remain and help Republic, however, Revan chose to leave known space. A frustrating turn of events, as a rallying figurehead could have done much to restore order.
Yeah, Revan just scooted off right after the end of the first game, apparently. Although, if you chose that Revan was Darkseid, it just says he didn't stick around to destroy the Republic, he left, and so the Sith didn't have a leading body to finish the Republic off. That's why they're still there in the game. Apparently, if you want to know a little bit more about what happened to Revan in between these games and what happened to him before, after the events of the second game, there's a book about him by Drew Kripke or whatever it is. Although I've heard it's okay. Like it kind of it's not as good as it probably should have been. But then again, it's a book that basically gives a specific face and all this other stuff to Revan, who Revan could have been whoever you wanted him to be, really. But anyway, how can I help? I still don't understand why you brought me here. What do you expect? What do you expect me to do about it? I still don't understand why you brought me here.
There is something moving in the galaxy that lies beyond the ability of my instruments to detect or predict. I believe it to be a legacy of the Sith, but I have been unable to determine the source. Whatever this presence is, it is staging strikes at key figures throughout the Republic, and through some unknown means, it is causing the destruction of worlds. KOTOR, a Miraluka world in the Mid-Rim, was one such place. I have reason to suspect there was a gathering of Jedi on that world when it was rendered lifeless. I cannot find any pattern in these attacks, and it is a source of frustration to me. There is some clue, however, that perhaps the Jedi are linked to these attacks, or that the targets are significant in some way I have yet to discover.
If you hadn't run into Visas Mara by this point, this would be more interesting to find out. But the fact that Visas basically told us her master was the reason Murlaka is as it is, so we know why it happened, or at least we have a general idea what caused it. But let's just humor the man. I don't even think any new options appear, even if Visas Mara has already told you the story. But I'll do what I can. I don't want to see the Jedi wiped out. I guess that's true. Well, you're out of life because I'm not going to help you. I don't care what happens to the Republic. Let it fall to the Sith. No, we're being good. I'll do what I can. I don't want to see the Jedi wiped out.
You misunderstand me. I do not wish to stop the Sith any more than I wish to stop the Jedi. It is simply important to me that the infighting amongst these Jedi religious branches be resolved so the galaxy may be put back together. I do not care which one triumphs. I only want the universe to settle down for a while, catch its breath. All these constant crises are getting somewhat repetitive.
Well, I like the fact that the game points out the fact that in a lot of series and games and stuff like that, that they usually have major events happen like one after the other and don't give the main characters time to rest or the world to rest, despite realistically that everything probably would have been destroyed if that happened back to back. A good example is if you read up the history of Kingdom of the Five Rings, or is it Kingdom of the Five Rings, or Legend of the Five Rings? If you read like the card story and then like the tabletop RPG version of it, I swear a major crisis happens in that world every week, from like African gods to ancient evils from like thousands of years in the past, that type of thing, and yet there's still plenty of samurai people around. You're like, what? There shouldn't be anyone left at this point. Anyway, sorry. Okay, so yeah, apparently he doesn't care who initially wins. That's why if you're set light side or dark side, that's why he doesn't initially turn you away either way, because he's like, I just want order. So this GOTO is pretty much lawful evil too. At least it's, from what I understand, he's basically the embodiment of lawful evil. He wants just order and structure. He just uses it to his advantage. That's all. Why do you care about the Republic? You remember the exchange. Why does it matter? You don't care which side wins as long as the Republic stays intact. Why do you care about the Republic?
You could say I am something of a patriot. Although I was unable to serve during the troubles with the Mandalorians or against the aggressors known as Malak and Revan, I am able and willing to serve now. The problem is I can find no side to choose. Both are hidden from me as they seem to be hiding from each other. Irritating. It is is like a Dejarik board where neither player can see the other, nor see all the pieces. It is not a fair game, an equitable game.
That's kind of interesting that, I don't know, I don't believe the whole Patriot part, though. There's obviously something in it for him, but, I don't know, sometimes people with weird agendas are weirdly simple in certain spots, you know. It's like a game of fairly equitable. Maybe you should try Bazak. That could teach you. I don't care for the Republic. The Republic deserves dying. It's been too long suffering as it is. Then maybe you should try Bazak.
Bazak bores me. I often suspect my opponent of cheating. I prefer predictable games, such as Galactic Economics.
Who knew economics in general is predictable? Although, if you're talking to an economist, would they say the same thing, like a real economist? I don't know. Maybe. I mean, there's ways to shift economy in by certain decisions. They're obvious, but then there's some that just don't make sense. I'll do what I can to help. There's my intention. I don't care. Okay. Like I said, you could disregard them or whatever, but since we're getting good, I'll do what I can to help. That was my intention in the first place.
Excellent. It really is in your best interest, you know. There is no margin for error when I say that these Sith seek to murder you and all Jedi everywhere. They have been quite deficient. And when they dispose of you, there will be nothing left to stop them, and the galaxy will fall under their influence.
I'm trying to remember if you rebuke him, if he just straight out attacks you or not. Or I don't think he attacks you because he's not one of those guys, but it's been a long time. I don't remember per se. I think it just says like maybe or he tries to convince you another way or something like that. Then I have no problem helping if you set me free. I have no intention of stopping this. If you're a dark side, I guess, or something. This is not my battle. There's others who can handle it. Then I have no problem helping if you set me free.
Ah, well, there is where we are at cross purposes. I cannot set you free. You have a tendency to cause dangerous repercussions wherever you go, and I would rather keep those to a minimum. The galaxy really is a fragile place right now. I am a businessman. The Republic needs stability to survive, prosper, and grow. Whether it is led by the Sith or supported by the Jedi is of no consequence to me.
So GOTO's basically worried that I'm because I'm a main protagonist, basically. He's like, you cause crap wherever you go. It's like, but the story's revolved around me. Of course it does. Oh, excuse. What is that? Well, yeah, exactly. Did you hear that? It sounded something wrong. Maybe you should pay attention to troubles on your own ship. What is that alarm?
It is the proximity alarm. We are under attack. Somehow your allies have found you. Unexpected. You will remain here under guard. I must see to the defense of my ship.
Well, you seem pretty calm about the whole situation, GOTO. Maybe you really are a robot, despite the fact that you use a hologram or whatever. All right, now we're playing as Atton and Kreia as we go inside the ship to find GOTO's freight to find the Exile, who's apparently under lock and key, because I guess he wants us to help but doesn't want us to go around doing what we do, being all Jedi-y. Okay, attempting an account. Okay, let's see. Go to security coordinator. Oh, I don't know what the count is. So we could bypass. Let's see if there's any information before I start. Oh, I didn't know Kreia was leveled up now, or she could be leveled up. Let's see. Let's do that really quick while we're here. Let's get that up. Oops. Screen keeps going up. Let's see. Okay. She gets a feat. Well, let's see. She's got weapon finesse. Probably either maybe max toughness for the 10% damage, maybe. That's deflection. Since she's a consular, we usually don't go with the typical, like, yeah, probably, let's see, that one gives you, yeah, the 10% reduction would be pretty good, or this one giving you the +1 to defense or attack. Not that she should be attacking in the first place. Yeah, we'll do toughness on on Kreia. Got any Jedi abilities? Yeah, we can get Master's Force Speed. Oh, we got the improved Vitalize. I'll probably get later on. Also got Force Whirlwind as well. Let's do Master Speed first. And then we haven't really well, no, we'll just do, yeah, we'll do Force Whirlwind. Oh, we gained another level. Wow. Alright. Must have gained some experience off screen. Sorry for that. Let's see, what's her current stats right now? Let's see, she's at 21, so if we do another one in Wisdom, that'll pop it up. Do I need to do any? Oh yeah, that would reduce her dark side powers, but since she's pretty much even, we'll just do Will for the saves anyway. Alright. And one more. Now we can max out, when do we get that? 18? Okay. We'll definitely get that eventually, so. Alright. There we go. So Kreia and Atton are ready to save the Exile. But what does GOTO have in charge on his yacht? Is he paranoid enough to have traps and everything waiting for us on the end? And what about Hanhar? Why did Kreia bring him back? Because remember in the last episode, she just randomly popped up and revitalized him all of a sudden. What'll happen with him involved? Find out next time in the next episode of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2: The Sith Lords. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you next time. And may the Force be with you.